workers to other countries through migration or as the loss of the academic and technological labor force through the moving of human capital to more favorable geographic, economic, or professional environment.
Brain drain is also a crisis every lesser developed country experiences, especially the Philippines.
The Philippines lost or deployed around 1.8 million workers in the previous years, and it is estimated that 10% of the Philippine population work abroad, again, the majority of which are the talented and skilled professional workers.
I can say with brain drain, yes, that's really happening. Like in my case, I have my cousins, they're working abroad. They're also like, I have a cousin in Australia, she's working as a nurse. And yeah, I could say that a lot of professionals are leaving and the people...
Indeed, brain drain is one of the major problems the Philippines is experiencing. The majority of Filipino professionals workers abroad exceeded the net additions to the professionals in the workforce. Brain drain serves as a threat for the Philippines as other countries tend to gain more from its own people instead of their home country where they gain their training. It is alarming because due to brain drain phenomena, talent becomes scarce and it produces more losers than winners in developing countries, which to say Philippines is also a developing country. Even our young graduates already consider going abroad and working there.
So let's be practical. Salary is much higher than employees. So I would like to work outside the country.
Because mas daghan ang opportunity abroad and daghan taong ma-benefit at to, then mas dako ang sweldo.
Mas nice i-work sa abroad kay mas dako opportunity sa to niya, mas dako bisa isa ni Pilipinas nga mas gamay ra siguro ni sa mas nice pa ang training na to sa Bohol, Korean, sa job. Yeah.
I really want to go abroad. If Korean is job because we all know na sa gawas dagko gid daw kanang kita para dili sa Pilipinas. And we all know po na sa Pilipinas though i-embrace na nato ang hawat at sa gawas nga kanang start na og kanang produce og mga companies diri aron ani maka-produce og mga jobs or maka-offer og jobs na ana ang mga Pilipino mo trabaho, pero still wala pa gyapon siya na process. So for me, mas prefer gyapon ko sa gawas ko magtrabaho kay sure ko, especially gusto ko makatabang din sa family kay mo ang standard sa akong panginabuhi is na siya sa ubos pa. So gusto ko mangat siya ang pinakadali na process or mangat ang family is to go abroad.
Now the question is, what are the causes or reasons of our Filipino professionals who choose to work abroad?
Siguro nangita sila o greener pasture kay nagkaroon ng diri is lower salary, panginahanglan sa pamilya, oy ilang number one priority dili ka din niya ang service sa iya
I could say that it's really some sort of a lot of people nowadays are really going abroad because they're looking for greener pasture, and I could say that in my part I was one of those people who also wanted to look for a greener pasture. But I could say that money-wise, it's really more better. it's better, and yeah, you can at least help your family. You can provide for their needs, and
mo sila kay kanang wa man kayo kay mga klaro nga imong taon mas maayo matuto sa abroad kay dako ikatabang sa tong pamilya. Mo na nga mga doktor o mga professional ato sila manabaw sa gawas.
Siguro with regards to causes, isa siguro is monetary sa money. Consider the
opportunity na ma-earn nila or monetary value nga kuha nila dito. Compared direct gamay ra gyud. Atong effort ba sa pagpanarbaho kung mahimo ko ka nang balik. Narbaho naman lang kahit ano na lang, di ba? Gana siguro, di ko kayo.
Isa sa mga rason kung bakit ang mga Pilipino ay gustong mag-abroad, yung mga professional, ay dahil doon may maraming oportunidad at mas malaki ang kita nila kaysa sa ating bansa. As well as understand, dili nabunan din na bagay future plans like mas may pa-abroad ka kay ma-achieve man yung tanan.
So experts studied the causes of the brain drain crisis in the Philippines and came up with the multiple causes and repercussions. Based on the data we gathered, disincentivized workforce is the main cause of brain drain, followed by low salary and underemployment, which has been a major problem in the Philippines since then. There are two factors to consider in studying brain drain causes: push factors and pull factors. Push factors are those negative characteristics a country that forms an impetus for the citizens and workers to leave the country. Political instability and poor infrastructure are considered to be one of the most cogent push factors that affect the country. The Philippines is known for political dynasties, corrupt politicians, gullible people, and bad organization. These are just some of the criteria to a bad government and infrastructure. When the government cannot get their acts together, neither will the mass. Schools and other public works will not be done properly, effectively lessening the opportunities for the young, capable workers. This creates a cycle of mistrust and lack of confidence in the country, especially young people who are eager to work and live. Another push factors would be the low salary the private and public companies have to offer. Underemployment is another major problem the Philippines is facing. The government is not shelling put enough money for the skilled, credible workers. The most common causes are corruption, bad allocation of money. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority in January 2016, the underemployment rate was 19.6%. All these factors create a disincentivized workforce that essentially pushes people away. Pull factors, on the other hand, are those characteristics a more developed country has that attracts workers to do labor in that country. Better qualifications for jobs and better facilities are example of pull factors.
Now, the effects of brain drain in the Philippines are mostly negative, like the loss of innovative ideas, shortage of skilled workers, and loss of confidence in the economy. However, there are benefits that can be derived from the phenomena. When people move from LDC countries to developed countries, they learn new skills and expertise, which they can utilize to the advantage of their home economy once they return.
Good news is that not all of our highly skilled professionals consider going abroad. Rather, they would like to stay here in our country and share their innovative ideas to their fellow countrymen.
So I have not considered so far working abroad since I grew up with parents who have always planted in me the love for the country choice. So that's why, as of now, my only plan is to perhaps travel but not work anywhere else outside the country.
Kung ako lang, the people that choose her, mas nindot o, nago dire. Mararugod po na o sa imong pamilya. Sir, family na niya. Sayang good, kaya na ay, dagnan, mga Pilipino. Siguro wala sila po na appreciate sa dire. Wala ay opportunities plus the monetary value kaya po sa ito. So, ito ba?
I could say for you guys that it's actually a hard choice. It's hard to be living away from your family.
Through our journey in making this documentary video, we met Engineer Bernardo Bertran.
He is a licensed engineer who worked in Saudi Arabia for 28 years. He graduated in the University of Bohol in 1973 and passed the board examination for civil engineers in 1975. He is married and has 3 professional children who all of them also work abroad. The eldest is a communication engineer now in Bahrain for 9 years. The second is a physiological therapist now in Saudi Arabia for 12 years, and the youngest is a nurse also in Saudi for 9 years. Engineer Bernardo Bertran went back to Philippines last 2014 and settles in the Philippines with his wife and grandchildren. He now runs their small convenience store here in Tagbilaran City.
Sa una, sa Maynila ako nagtatrabaho bilang training engineer ako, civil engineer. Ngayon, sa Maynila, maganda naman ang trabaho noon. Mga 1975 yun. Ang trabaho doon sa Manila, nung araw na yun, maliit lang ang sweldo. Nung time na yun, kasalukuyang may magandang pagkakataong makapag-abroad. We try sa Brunei, nag-try din kami sa ibang lugar sa Guam. Pero ang swerte, doon kami sa Saudi napunta. Naghahanap kami ng trabaho, walang pera anong araw. Kumbaga sa ang pera namin tama-tama lang sa pagkain. Minsan kumakain na kami ng tinapay, ma-interview lang.
He was interviewed by an electricity company in Saudi Arabia and he passed the 3 examinations as well as the interview. Out of the 70 applicants, only 3 engineers were accepted and Engineer Bertran was one of them.
Unang-una, ang first is you cannot compare the salary sa Saudi Arabia here in the Philippines. That is the first place. And the second place is when we arrive in Saudi Arabia, we are given an agreement or a contract, a family status contract, free board and lodging, free education for the children, and then free food, free hospitalization, and everything is free. And even you are given a 1-year vacation free of salary, complete with your children. Okay? And you cannot compare. The salary that I received here in the Philippines in 1978 is only 5,000 pesos. Compare when I go to Saudi Arabia, ang sweldo ko is 150,000 pesos in Philippine money. Okay. Family status, free education, free hospitalization, free food, free transportation. Ang trabaho, after the work that you are going to learn in abroad, the most important is the technique that you are using. The technique that you're using here is a locally designed technique. So mainly a normal that we done. Not unlike sa abroad, you have to use newly fabricated machine, a latest machine. And then I'm using an equipment which is sensor. It's sensor already. A modern type of equipment. And then an approach sa construction is different from here. Mas advanced sila doon. Advanced in terms of equipment, advanced in terms of how to supervise. And every now and then, ang kumpanya muhatag ni mo training. Training sa supervisory, training sa managerial, training sa computer, training sa safety and driving. Kanya doon na siya ay safety driving. Unang-una dito sa Pilipinas, gusto ka mag-itang trabaho. Sabi na, gusto ka mag-itaw ka ng stable ang trabaho. Dahil selective ang mga kumpanya dito. If you have a friend, if you have a backer, then you can go. But if you don't have any friend on that area, hindi ka rin makasunod. There's no way that you can work there. Privilege dito is very good privilege. You have incentives, you have benefits, you have a family status, and then everything is free. So, grab na po. First thing na benefits nga nakuha na ko while I'm working abroad is education. Okay? And then, I'm able to help sa aking mga isuon, dagaw, habang ginagawa ko sa abroad. Kaduha, naka-amigo ko mga kagalaing lugar din sa Pilipinas, close na mo, naka-advise ko na mo kung sa ibuhason, sa negosyo mahimo, mao nga, silang maayog mo pala itong yuta, makapalit ko sa money ang kagikan sa ako. In the other country like Saudi Arabia, corruption is rampant all country, but the average of corrupt people are more on in Philippines. That is one of the problems. More on in Philippines. Thailand is corrupt, Indonesia is corrupt, but Philippines are the worst corrupt. Even if you're under the presidency of Duterte, but still corrupt, but still active. Hindi pa din makontrol. The only solution that I think is better for us to give the exact salary based on the economy of the Philippines. Let's say, for example, our economy here is along that range. The government should think about the salary that you give, minimum salary or anything. It should be compensate the living condition in the Philippines. What we have receiving now is, you receive this much, you're buying super kamahalang ano kasi mo. You're serving, you're studying for how many years, your parents spending for how many thousands of pesos, and then pag sold mo, casual, suduhan ka lang below minimum. The government should look at that, should look into the problem. Ang government should think about the expenditure yearly, that they should think about for how much would be the amount needed for a year, and then there should be a majority, there should be a ranking, what is the most important that the government will spend. Pero ang expenditure ng Philippines is hindi masyadong ma-screen. Hindi, wag yun may sakto na, wag yun may screen doon sakto. Naiubang mga patulang custom, corruption sa custom, grabe. Magkano lang naman ang gasto sa custom? Vehicle lang, wala namang ano doon. I-compare sa mga teacher, you need schools, you need rooms and everything, you need school supplies. Maliit na ang budget, sa mata na ito, nakaupo lang, ang laki ng budget. Sa Pilipinas, unang-una yung sa business economy. Yan i-promote talaga sa Pilipinas. Yan ang i-promote. Katulad ng mga importation, ng mga importation, export and import. Mo yun ay makalapo, mo yun ay makataas sa ekonomiya sa country. Mas daghan ang export kaysa import.
Philippines has been experiencing brain drain for decades, undermining the economic development. If you would ask, is the government doing something about this issue? Well, the answer is yes. According to the people, they have been doing less.
DOST offers scholarship and inter-scholarship. They have to run their service period here in the Philippines that is equivalent to the number of years they studied. They offer master's and doctoral scholarship, which the government has funded. Another DOST program is the Balik Scientist, where they enhance research facilities to attract the Filipino scientists to work back here in the Philippines.
Our government should try to do more to solve this alarming issue of brain drain and make the Philippines a better and comfortable place for our highly skilled and innovative professionals to live in. By doing so, 5 to 10 years from now, the Philippines would not be a developing country anymore. Instead, a developed country.
Ikaw, videohan, ma'am?
Nagabi kami tanan madam. Ito, kay appeal sa documentation. Appeal sa intro ba? Dapat ikulat sa video kasi di kami yung puso.
Di digest siya ba?
Mga mamshitan na.
Go, babies. Lakaw, ayaw, tubang.
I-zoom ka, i-zoom. Ano sa'yo? Bye-bye, bye-bye!
Brain drain in the home country. The loss of tax revenue,